I'm Josh.
I'm Banks. We are.
Going odd places.
Yep.
Viral.
Josh, what was it? What was the thing, or maybe it was more than one thing, that you missed, you never thought you would miss in the past 15 months? What was the thing that you never thought you would miss and you ended up missing it?
That I never thought I would miss.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Hmm. I don't miss that much, to be honest. I'm that weird character that I really don't miss really anything. Remember, I'm good at forgetting. I'm very good at putting shit behind me. Like so, I tend not to miss anything.
It,
Uh,
when I say miss, I mean like, wow, I never thought that that meant so much to me because it was gone.
I don't know if there isn't. Maybe meeting people for coffee. I didn't think but I thought I would miss it too. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that's is it good. I didn't miss.
All
Like I
right, look
say,
at
I don't miss too much.
look at it the other way. You ready? What is it that you did not miss, as in you really relish that you didn't have to do or
Traffic,
be?
traffic, freaking driving all over town. I was driving everywhere. In fact, half my day was just driving, and half my business day was driving.
So you are. So it was the driving that you the opposite of miss. You were glad that you didn't have to do it. Nice,
Yes,
nice. So what I missed was, and I didn't even know I was going to miss this. I missed live music.
really.
It was either live music or it was just a great musician. I just started hearing great musicians, and in the past maybe it was like background. I'd be somewhere at a bar or somewhere and just be background noise. And I realized that in this situation it was not background noise. It was like, oh my gosh, that that guy's in the pocket. That guy can really play music, and it affected me. I mean, it moved me in a very positive way. It moved me. Period. So
So
yes.
you had new appreciation for it, is what it sounds like. Like you
Oh
kind of
my.
took it for granted, and now you appreciate it.
Now I find myself extremely hungry for it. Like I mean, it's all the time. Not all the time. I mean, am I jonesing for it? Am I like, I need this drug? No. However, I do search out for it more now. I'm looking for music, and I can listen to music by myself. I mean, I don't have to be with somebody. In fact, believe it or not, it's when you're there to listen to music. If you're with someone else, you're talking. Um,
Do you find yourself ignoring the person to listen to the music now, where the other way it
no,
might have been the other way around?
no, no. Um,
Now, okay.
no. I find that if I do not talk, I can listen to the music better, even if someone is talking to me. So I'll let them talk, and I'll be in the music, and I'll be in their stratosphere at the same time. The other thing, the opposite of that, which is what I didn't miss, which I was like, wow, and that is large groups of people.
Hmm.
Large groups of people, for some reason, I was in large groups of people all the time, and now I have no desire to be in large groups of people.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around any other people really. I mean, maybe occasionally, but not large groups.
What I mean, and what I'm talking about is I'm talking like parties, and I'm talking about
Yeah.
you know gallery openings, and where there's this thing to be seen. This impetus is to be seen. Um, if I have a purpose, if I'm there to support my friend, I'm going to be there to support my friend. If I'm there to be looked at, oh God, and
No. You're
that
talking about
was
performance. You no longer want to go out to perform.
yeah, it's similar. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of harsh, but yeah, wow.
No, we're all performers, right? This is. I was
Yeah,
just on a. I was talking with someone just earlier today, and she does improv, and we're talking about, well, isn't everything improv? isn't everything kind of a performance? This is your life. You're on stage, and you either perform in front of others, you perform for yourself, but basically you're always just kind of on this stage.
We did talk about that. And for me, my performance is when I'm around other people. When I'm by myself, I don't think I'm performing. I think I'm probably the most myself when I'm alone. When I get around other people, I become bigger than myself, or I think that I'm bigger than myself, or my ego thinks that I'm bigger than myself, which is not so good for myself. I'd like to be the same for everybody. And I find doing that, I become very on the spectrum. You know, if I'm going to be this way for everybody, then I have to, you know, we talked about how your range is like this and my range is a little bit bigger. However,
my range is kind of like, you know, if you could see a millimeter, that's my range.
Yeah. I find that when I'm around other people, I have to put on this, you know, bring it down, let me be this big instead of like, oh gosh, this big.
Man, I'm done performing though. I even in public, like, in fact, that's what I'm teaching in business. I'm teaching people how to stop performing in business by, yeah, over professionalism, trying to perform in business. Instead of that, be yourself in business and actually gain more profit.
I agree. And I'm all for that. And you're talking about being authentic. Be yourself, be authentic. When you get to the point where you're going to sell something, you know, say, hey, this is what I sell. This is,
and it's more profitable. Yeah.
To be upfront and honest. I was at, I listened to a musician music, and a couple sat down at the table that I was in, and we started talking, and he is in business, you know, and he's in this marketing, kind of like pyramid kind of marketing. And I did not feel at one point being sold on it. I felt that it just came out, and it was like, you know, I'm going to sell you on this. And it was none of that. And I would listen to him more. If I'm trying to sell somebody, I think they know it, and they're like, okay, back off, you know, don't try to push that on me. Which brings me to a point of how do you do that if you're running for office? If you're running for office, how do you not sound like you're running for office?
Be a human being, right? Because sales is a performance. Stop performing. You don't need to perform, because what you need to do, you're selling people on voting for you, but that doesn't mean you have to perform. Why can't you just be Banks? Why can't you just be yourself? But okay, here's the difference.
Okay.
Be yourself, but don't be shy. There's a difference between performing and not being shy. You can't be shy if you're running for office, but you can still be authentic.
Okay. So I mean, I do the best when I do not have an agenda, which, by the way, is an agenda. If you think about it, it's like everything is nothing, nothing is everything, or
that's right. Yeah.
Nothing is something, and something
all
is something.
All the world's a stage, and squirrels are nuts. Yeah.
So if my agenda is to not have an agenda, I'm going to be present in the moment. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Got it. If I knock on someone's door, I have to have more of an agenda than that. I have to be present. However, I have to, you know.
Do you? Do you really? I will challenge that. I will take on your advisor on that one, if that's the advice you're getting, because I would knock on someone's door if I were running for office, and I would say, what's the number one thing you want to change about your community, if you could? Here, I'm going to give them a pen and say, here's your magic wand. You're now Harriet Potters. And what's the number one thing you would change about your community? Let's have a conversation about that for 5 minutes. I'm not going to sell you anything. We're going to have a conversation. We may agree, we may not. And then I'm going to bid you a good day and leave you my contact information if you want to talk further. And I'm going to go on to the next person. How's that for being in the moment, honest? Because you don't know what they're going to say.
Yeah, you're right.
Have a real conversation.
Okay, Josh, why don't you run for something then?
I'm freaking too busy to run for this freaking crap. I don't think, honestly, politics, I'm still on the fence on if it's the way to truly change the world. I'm not convinced.
You're talking democracy. Yeah? Democracy?
No, I'm talking politics. I'm talking getting into a public office. I'm not sure that's the way to change the world anymore.
All right, then how do you change the world? How do you make it a better place?
You could do more in the private sector using, if you have enough resource, that's the key.
All
If you
right.
have enough resource in the private sector, you could do a lot of really good things.
What is what entity has the most money? Government has the most money,
It does,
the most capital.
and you don't always have access to it. If like Elon Musk can do more good than the U.S. government right now, I believe, on a specific topic, on a specific topic.
Getting people to Mars.
No,
Getting no.
ending homelessness. I bet he can do something to end homelessness if he wanted to. If that was something that he just was passionate about, and I think he's got the resource to make a huge impact.
Mhm.
Government would have to be part of it, perhaps, yes, but he can drive it.
I'm banked.
I'm Josh.
We are odd places going.
Viral.
There we go.